morning show. We're on the air at 9 o'clock on every weekday night, taking calls from the mains. Hello, hello, it's Rangers Radio. Hello, hello, this is the morning show. We're on the air at 9 o'clock on every weekday night, taking calls about the Jazz.
Hello, good evening and welcome. Welcome to Rangers Radio. Join myself, Oxford, on the panel as the one and only Bridgeman. And the one and only Cumbrian Bear. Evening, gentlemen.
How you doing, guys?
How are we doing, Cumbrian? How are you, mate? How's the weather grabbing you up there? Because you're closer to the sun than we are, aren't you?
It's heat wave stuff today. It's been hard. You can hardly get your breath.
Can I just say a big
a nice shade of salmon pink? Is this any
salmon pink?
That's what Skipper told me, mate. I'm no one for spreading rumours, but
can I just say a big good evening to the boys in the panel and a huge good evening to the boys in the lobby and to all the Rangers fans all over the world listening to our Rangers Radio. Good evening and welcome to Rangers Radio.
Sneaking in the boys' gate is Ulster with team news. And you come, Ulster. Let's hear it.
Hello, how you doing, guys? It's just got the starting 11 here. The Rangers just posted up on Twitter, the official page. So McGregor in goals, obviously. It'll be Tavernier, Goals and Carriage, Flanagan. Looks like it'll probably be a midfield of Koulibaly, Jack, Kent, and Murphy, Ajaria and Morella. So it actually looks like a team that was actually late yesterday, surprisingly enough.
4-5-1 for me. Obviously, Kent on one side. Let me see. Kent on one side. I'm struggling now. What is it, a 4-4-1-1 maybe? What do you think, Bridge? I'm surprised. There's a few surprises there. For me,
I think it's straight.
Murphy will be in the left. Murphy will be in the left, Kent in the right, and a midfield three Koulibaly, Jack and Ijara with Morelos up front. I think it's as Gallant said last night, when we've got the ball, it'll be 4-3-3, as you're going to see, Bridge. Absolutely. And we'll not get the ball, it'll be a 4-5-1. Thoughts, Bridge?
Absolutely. No, well, we spoke about it last night. I personally didn't think he would go to be as bold, but he's going for it. He's definitely going for it. He saw what he saw over the last couple of weeks there, and you and I and others all over and to do with Rangers have said the same things. But weaknesses here and there, we would recommend he does this or does that. And here we are. The man's got his own idea. This is what he wants to do, and he's putting his winnings on the team he's put on. Really, actually, quite strong based on what he said. Quite a strong team.
Cumbrian Bear, thoughts, mate?
Well, we're flying a wee bit blind with the new guys coming in. We really don't know what they are. But as Bridge said, if we're good enough for Sir Stephen, we're good enough for me. I don't know how we'll play it. You're saying 4-5-1, Ox?
It looks that way. It'll be Murphy one side for me, Kent the other. The three boys in the midfield, and Kent and Murphy will get to join Morelos, and the boy Ajara will try and join the midfield, and the other two will sit. Yeah, that's the way I see it.
So will Tav stay back then?
That's a good question. No, Tav will no stay back. I don't think Tav can stay back. Do you think he can, Cumbrian?
No.
Well, if you listen to Fox last night, he says the boy who comes down that side is really, really fast. So we'll need to watch ourselves there, or get somebody out to cover him.
I think you're going to find that, in all probability, he's going to play 4-2-1. If you follow what I mean, 4-2-1-3. That's what I think he'll do. Be looking for two central defenders, defensive defenders, and they'll cover up for sure. Tav will not be. I can't see him asking Tav to be a defender. He's one of his, if not his only, saving grace is going forward. Very powerful going forward, and he has a big chunk of our attack as he goes forward. So I can see he's going to ask somebody in the midfield to step in there.
Ulster, your thoughts before we ask for calls, mate?
No, I think you might be right, though. We picked on it last night. It might be more of a defensive sort of formation when we're defending, and then try and use the youth, the younger players that we have, the youth players maybe to help us kick on a different sort of formation as we go forward. But what worries me is, and I'll be interested to see what the callers think, but what worries me is that our team's being leaked so long, like a day before the game actually is played. I think that's something we can't let go on for too much longer, because you can't let the opposition know what exactly players you're going to use. I think that's a wee bit worrying.
Potentially, anyway, we'll join by calling on the phone, and then I'll give you a clue. The man is just finishing his 6th course. Evening caller.
Evening, Oxchair.
Oh, Mount Vernon, how we do, mate? I put money in. I thought you were dead. I put money in a sheet for you.
Oh, Mount Vernon, by the way, welcome, pal. Long time.
I'll need to get that 50 pence back since you're no deep.
I know them.
How we doing, mate? Where are you? Are you on holiday?
No, mate, no, just thought I'd give you a wee phone, just my way back to work, so give you a quick phone in.
Have you seen the team, mate?
I have, mate, I've just a big Ulster spot on there, man, that's not right with us like the team like that, but hey ho. Also, can I just quickly give a big shout out to a couple of our boys and girls over the Garrett Rangers Supporters Club over representing the Rangers support over there tonight. It's,
yeah, on you go, mate.
One of Jai and Stacey's over there supporting the team, and just to give them a big shout out. It's trained planes and automobiles for what they were saying last night, so just to give them a big shout out. Can I just say as well, last night the show was absolutely fantastic. Yourself, Ulster, and of course Tom Miller. Just a great shout out to all you guys.
Cheers, mate. Cheers, mate. I know you're busy with, well, yeah. I heard you've been busy with work, but I thought you were also away on holiday. But good to hear from you, mate, and we'll speak to you soon, mate. You sitting on the panels now? Yeah.
No, mate. I'm just bouncing into my pals just to get the game.
All right.
And then
we'll
big shout out to everybody at Rangers Radio. Take care, pal.
Yeah. Speak soon.
Cheers,
Cheers,
well
mate.
done, Mount. Cheers.
Listen, I try to keep him on as long as possible. You finished, Rudy?
Aye. Just
all
put
right.
my plate down. Just put my plate down, outside.
How we doing, mate? Thoughts?
Aye, good. I was quite surprised that 3 of the new boys are getting a start tonight. I wasn't really expecting that. I thought maybe Koulibaly would have got a start tonight. Surprised the boy Kent's getting a go as well tonight. It seems quite an attacking team, doesn't it?
Can I ask you something, Rudy? Can I ask you some straight question, mate?
Yeah.
What does that tell you what Steven Gerrard thinks of what he inherited?
Well, if you look at what he said after the game last week, it sort of tells you everything you need to know, really. He's made changes, hasn't he? And it's quite swinging changes as well, Ox, isn't it? You know, he's going away for a first leg of a European tie. He's dropped 3 of them and he's brought 3 of his own players in. That's exactly what he's done. He's more or less saying to them, not good enough, simple as that. Hopefully these 3 boys that's come in, they'll put on a bit of a performance for us tonight. That would be great to see. But surprised, I have to say, Ox, that he's done that. I didn't think he would have done that. I thought, as I said last night, I said Koulibaly possibly. Well, I wasn't even sure that the boy Kent was eligible, but he is. I read somewhere the day, he just made it by the skin of his teeth, I think.
Yeah.
And the big lad, the Jaria. I think it's looking pretty good. I think, you know, if these boys can play as well as Steven Gerrard thinks they can, I mean, he's talked them up enough, you know, so let's see what they're capable of then, you know. But it's a good point you make, Oxley. He's making a point, isn't he? He's making a big point there, you know. So
to everybody. Listen, that's 7 new players playing, and when you consider that the boy Arfield's got a knock, mate, who I think would be playing. So that tells me 2 things. A, my manager's no stupid, and B, he listens to Rangers Radio. Ulster, have you got the subs?
I've got the subs here if you want them.
Yeah.
Go on, Ulster.
The subs are Alnwick, Holiday, McCrory, Doherty, Middleton, Candias, and Windass. And just before we move on, there's a guy who's wanting a wee shout out, who's a regular listener, the Silver Fox. So welcome and thanks for joining us.
The Silver Fox?
The Silver Fox.
Well, no, you need to tell him to change his name, mate. We've only got 1 fox on here.
There's 2 of them.
There's another guy asking a question here. Skipper's asking a question. Can anybody over at the game let Rudy know what the pies are like? There we go.
I need to start taking notes, won't I, Bridge? You know, I need to start writing notes down.
I got a message today for you. Somebody we know, I'll not tell you his name. He says you should ask him what happened to the pies at Ibrox because they're rubbish.
Oh, that's a good point. I know, actually.
Anyway,
prior to,
I doubt that. I wouldn't have known that, Rudy, if you hadn't told me. Bold with Stephen Gerrard, Cumbrian Bear. 7 new players playing. I can see other players maybe leaving our club. I think he's sending a message out there. He's developing his own team very, very quickly.
I think you're right there. And another thing I think, and I've been thinking about it quite a lot recently, I think you will see us playing a Liverpool style, if you like. I think he doesn't know anything else, really, does it? So I think you'll see us take every game in the same manner that Liverpool did when he was there, training everything.
I think the guys, he'll set standards, and if you go below him, Big Ulster, you're out.
This is it. This is what it's all about. Stephen Gerrard is in his whole career, he's had a high standard at the club he's at. He's always expected the best. He's been in the biggest dressing rooms of the biggest managers. So hopefully he's learned all these traits from these managers and implements them into his own career. But it's interesting. It's a lot of sink or swim moments for some of them players today because, as I say, we don't really know them. They haven't really had that much time to gel, but he's obviously confident enough that they'll do a job, and he obviously believes that they're better than the players who've been playing for us these last couple of games.
All right then, Bridgeman, what's the number? If people want to join us, give us thoughts on the team. Maybe a wee prediction on the score. What's the number, Bridge?
The number's 0141 356 1972. And I predict... Sorry?
On you go.
I was going to say my prediction is 1-0 for Rangers.
You're always negative, you. What about 6 and 7? Max saying 7-0 in the lobby.
You're kidding on. You're kidding on.
I think he's been at the Frosty. And where else can they join us, Ulster?
You can join us at rangersradio.online and you'll find the wee Skype button on the link. And if you just add that as a friend request, we'll get you on the show.
All right, it'd be great to hear anybody come in. And just to say that we're 1 down in the technical team tonight, and it's no Fox. Fox is about. He's just busy at the moment. The glamour assistant is away on holiday, but she's popped into the lobby, so she can't keep away for Rangers Radio. There we go. Right, I'm going to. I would take a 1 each result this now. If we see improvement in the play and win the tie at Ibrox, I would be happy with that and realistic with that. But I want to see improvement in the play. Cumbrian Bear, then Rudy Bear.
Yeah, I agree with you again there. I do. I think he set them up well, and look as if these boys are what he thinks they are, and he's got them in to do a particular job, and if they're what he thinks they are, then I think we could do quite well tonight.
All right, before I go to Rudy, we've got a caller coming in. Evening, caller.
Evening. How are you?
Is that Martin?
No, it's Big Stevie for the drum.
All right, I didn't recognise the voice. Sorry, mate. How you doing, Stevie?
All right, mate. Bring on. What about that show last night? That was brilliant, wasn't it?
You enjoy it, mate?
Oh, top class, man. I could have listened to that guy, honestly. He was absolutely fantastic. You could tell he was talking for the heart.
He came across A, his passion for the club, and B, he's just a great speaker, mate. Just a great speaker.
10%.
You know. What's your thoughts
10%.
I better watch 2 people for the drum on the show. I'm about outnumbered here.
The Bridgeman's a drum man, isn't he?
Well, we had to keep moving, mate. Brigton, Maryhill, Drumchapel. There's a common thread, mate. You had to keep moving.
He's still paying for all the divorce papers.
TV boy, how are you doing?
Yes. All right. Yes, yourself, Bridge.
Excellent, pal. Excellent.
I love your enthusiasm, Bridge. I love your enthusiasm, Bridge.
Oh, hey, what can we say? Always there during the 60s and 70s, 100%, pal. Absolutely.
Your enthusiasm and Fox's wisdom, absolutely fantastic. Brilliant.
Well done,
right. What do you think, right, guys? I think it's brilliant that he's changed it. He's letting other players know that nobody's set to be in this team now, I don't think. And the bottom line is, I think it's absolutely fantastic what he's doing. He's sending a message to them, and hopefully they all get their fingers out and give the result we're looking for the night.
Big cojones, Stevie. Big cojones he's shown. You know,
110%. He's doing it his way.
Aye. 7 changes for obviously McGregor knows the Rangers, but basically 7 new players in the squad. Only 4 left quite quickly for last season. It's a big turnaround. He was so honest after that last game. We never played. We didn't play the first game
up front. We had nothing up front. He did say that, and I totally agree with him. Watching it, I was like, wow, man, what we got to do for here? But I must admit, he showed a bit of cojones, as you say, and he's changed it a bit. So let's just see where it brings us tonight. Be enthusiastic. Be like the bridge. You know, that's doom and gloom. We need to chuck that as well. We're too hard on ourselves at times. We need to get up and get on with it. We're the Rangers.
See, Bridges' enthusiasm and Fox's wisdom, they both come from narcotics, mate. It's narcotics that cause both.
Oh, brilliant, man.
Stevie,
absolutely brilliant.
Stevie, which area of the drum you from? Which area?
I'm born and bred for Scheme 1, South Dean Avenue Bridge, but I've moved down. I'm down next to the shopping centre now in Leadmore.
Oh, Leadmore. Excellent, bud. Know them well.
Aye.
Oh,
and can I just see while I'm on, I'm a first time caller, as you know.
Yeah,
can I just say about Big Ulster, tell him thanks a lot. We're always shouts out and that. The big man's spot on, so he is absolutely fantastic.
Big gentleman, he got his first wages after Foxy Day, the same as the rest of us, didn't you, Ulster?
Yeah, I got 3 packs of chocolate money for the kids.
I thought I was going to say a pack of 3.
No problem, mate. I'm happy to give you wee shout-outs anytime.
No problem, big man. But anyway, anytime you need that band, the Drumchapel Protestant boys, we're there for you, big man. Okay.
Appreciate it, mate. Yeah. Stevie, listen, what's your thoughts on the game? How do you see it going, mate?
Listen, see if we can keep the back door closed. I think that would do it for me, being all honest. If we can take them back to our place, and I think I really do think we'll beat them at ours, no problem. But we need to keep the back door closed. That's the most important thing for me tonight. And who knows, we could sneak one. You know, I think it'll be a tight game. Listen to what you boys were saying the other night there. There's a few good, fast players in that team. We'll just need to watch we don't get caught at the back, you know. So, well, onwards and upwards, boys. Just let's get the sleeves rolled up and let's get into them. No, that's it.
Hear me. Listen, how did you find the show, Stevie?
Oh, brilliant. I've been listening to your show every night. He's really got me divorced. So I'm listening every night, man. I'm a regular.
We've got a lawyer for that. We keep him at the side if you need one.
Absolutely brilliant. So it is. She's like every night to be earphones on. Has that Rangers radio again off? Brilliant. Magic, so it is. Magic.
Wait
I'm hiding in the quad.
We'll have a break next year. She'll be telling you're back on the radio. That's what happened.
I need to give you 10 of the belt. Ox, I need to give you 10 of the belt. That was too long a break you took there, man. That was too long. You need to get back right away. There's millions to talk about the Rangers. So there is. Get that boy Tom back on and let him blather all day. A fantastic show, guys. Listen, I'm going to have to shoot. There's a few of the boys just came in here for the band, believe it or not. We're having a wee committee meeting before the game. But listen, I'll not be a stranger. I'll be back on to you again. Thanks a lot, bud.
Good.
All right, boys, keep it going for the Rangers, Bridge. Keep it going for the Rangers.
Well done, Stevie.
Go surrender, Big Ulster. Right, see you later, lads. Bye-bye.
Surrender, mate. Bang of order. That's 2 drum chap. He's only bobbing him up because he's 2 drum chap already.
Aye. Right, lads. Bye-bye.
See you later.
See you later, mate.
You can't beat the drum.
A lot of good people come from Drumchapel Bridge.
Absolutely, pal.
Rudy, sorry mate, we had to tear. That was a great call. Thanks very much, Stevie. Rudy.
Yeah, smashing call.
Give your thoughts on 7 changes, mate. It's a big call.
It's a big shout, isn't it? And it's, as you say, he's got his cojones out and he's shown them. You know what I mean? It's because that is a big call. Our wee tie in Europe. 7 changes, 7 new players. But it's like I said, you know, when the first came on there, Ox, he's telling the players, look, simple as this, you don't meet my standards, you're out. It's as simple as that. And maybe that's what some of these players that we've had in the last couple of seasons needs. I'm afraid he'll get his chance tonight. There'll be some chances created tonight. It's like I said the other night, Ox, he's got to get his shooting boots on now. I'd like to see a wee 1-0, maybe 2-0 if they can sneak it. But Stevie makes a good point. You need to keep the door shut at the back. That takes us back to Ibrox next week and certainly gives us a good base to go at the game next week then, you know. I'm going to go for a 2-0 Ox.
Oh, I hope you're right, mate. By the way, if you take Murphy and Ryan Jack, who was injured for just before Christmas time, and then Murphy came in just round about Christmas, I think maybe just after, it's really 9 changes for what we watched last season. It's big changes, Cumber and Bear.
See, when you think about it, aye. We'll just need to see how they go on. I think he's got them right. They look, all the vibes I'm getting is that they're in the right frame of mind for the game. According to what Stevie's saying, you know. So I'll have them up.
Is that Stevie Gerrard or Stevie for the drum?
See, Sir Stephen of the Gerrard.
All right.
Of the Gerrard. Brilliant.
He's also for the drum.
You get 2 drum boys together, you've got a team.
You better believe it.
A gang.
No comment on that one, Cameron. No comment.
True, man. I've got chased out the drum many a time.
Don't name names now, CB. Don't name
Don't
names.
tell you last names I was winching, I'll tell you that.
Oh, winching. You've got some memory, boy.
I'm just a good liar, man.
Fox is not here. I might tell you the trombone story. No, I better not.
It'd be anything another to say.
Listen, I think the positivity Bridgeman has came for the changes, and we recognise, even since the team's been announced, that the manager has seen what we've seen. All right, it might not work tonight, but he's still seen what we've seen, and it shows that he knows what he's all about for me.
Can I just come in on that? Because seriously, I'm not being funny. Our defence, to me, have been so good over the last 4 games that they played. I think they've been excellent. 3 games, sorry, the friendly and the 2 European ties. They've been really, really good. And it's a foundation that we can build on, and that's him starting to build. In my opinion, that's him starting to build. He sees what he sees. He makes his choices based on what he sees, and he wants to go. If he wants to play advanced attacking football, then he's got people to do it. What he needs is what we've spoke about a number of times, and all the time I talk about it. Close the door at the back. Keep it tight as much as you can. If you need to pull 2 people back from midfield to help you to defend, do it. But don't let anyone through. And if they can't score against us, magic.
Are you feeling positive, Rudy? Is it the changes? I mean, look, don't want to pick on individual players, but there's players there that we've seen before. We know what we get after them, and we know they've got flaws in their game. And if he thinks the one he's brought in is better, as Fox is always saying, it's a step up in class. And when that happens, there's casualties, mate.
Well, he spoke very highly of them, and he was quite scathing, I thought, in his own kind of mild-mannered way after the game last week with the front and the midfield as well. I don't think the midfield are much better. So for me, to bring these 3 boys in, I think it's quite an exciting move, to be honest with you, because he's put his faith into them, isn't he? He said, look, I've told you what these boys are capable of doing. That's why I brought them to the club. Knew I'm going to give them the opportunity to play tonight, and you'll see what they're capable of, he's just he's building his own team. It's as simple as that. And as you were saying, you could say there's 9 new players in, from what we had last season. Surely... if he's building his own team, he's got his own ideas about how they're going to play, and I think we'll see a bit of that tonight, hopefully. I mean, I know this team are a step up for the team that we played last week, in the first round, but for me, you don't deserve to be anywhere near a European match if you're not up for it. You've got to be totally up for it, and they just didn't look like that last week. And Bridge makes a good point about the defence. The defence looks like it's pretty solid now. I'm really impressed with what I've seen of them. I know it's only... the first round, the UEFA Cup, and a friendly match. But to me, they look like they've certainly got their act together. And, with McGregor at the back of the 4 defenders, solid as anything. The defence is looking sorted. So now he started for the back, and it looks like he's sweeping his way through the team now for me, for the midfield through to the forwards. And that's why I've made the point repeatedly in the last few nights. Alfredo's got to get his shooting boots on, or he'll find himself at the team, because I'm quite sure if he doesn't start scoring goals as of now, I think he'll be at the team, and Steven Gerrard will bring his own forwards in.
Another surprise tonight, according to the media, and I think maybe surprised us, young boy Docherty's on the bench, Cumbrian Bear. Has that surprised you?
Aye, because I thought he was away out on loan. Is he no way out and loan somewhere?
No, it's nothing's been. It's all rumours and speculation. But the fact that he's on the bench, maybe he's dangled a carrot in front of him or a stick behind him to push him on.
Aye, there it's there for you. It's up to yourself. Aye, it is. It's up to each and every one of them.
I think Docherty's seen whatever light is there to be seen, and Gerard's seen it in training, and he's noticed it, and he's just brought him in. While he's in our books, he's there, right? And it's up to him to prove it now. If he gets a chance tonight to come on, or indeed the next week, if he comes on and he does the business, including the friendly that's coming up, then I dare say the manager might change his mind and say, you're part of my pool. Let's go for it.
I've got to say, I like him. I do like the boy. I think he'll make a decent player.
I'm with you, Cumbrian. I think there's a potential there. Whether he'll make it is always hard, but I see potential. Rudy, then also.
I'm with CB. I like him. I've always liked him. I liked him, the boy, when he was at Hamilton. And some of the talk at the end of the season was he kind of fell out of things a wee bit, I mean, we were a shambles by the end of last season. The defeats were just, they were terrible at times. The amount of games we lost at Ibrox and all that. I mean, we've discussed all that. But, he was a young player who had just come in January. And he was doing all right, but, I mean, the shambles that we were, is there any wonder the boy kind of fell out of things a wee bit, So I'm quite glad to see him on the bench. Don't know if he'll get on the pitch tonight, but if he does, he's got to grab the opportunity, as CB says. He's got to take the opportunity to show Steven Gerrard what he's capable of, because I truly believe Oxford's a player there, a really good young player there. He's just got to show it now.
I can't disagree with you more.
Yeah, I don't think opinion. Yeah,
I don't think Docherty's got it. I think Docherty's got to prove it. 100% he's got to prove it, and he's got the chance now if he comes on tonight and the friendly at the weekend and then next week. If he can get himself in there, get some minutes in, and do the thing at training, then the manager will certainly see him okay, which I think he's starting to do tonight. Seriously, I don't think he's got it.
Obviously, I know you're saying that, hoping you'll be proved wrong. Yeah.
Well, of course, I don't want any Rangers player. I don't want any Rangers player to fail.
You're only giving your opinion. You're not saying that you wish him any ill.
Oh, goodness sake, no.
No, I know that, mate. Ulster?
Yeah, I think I'm a bit like Rudy, to be honest. I think I feel a bit bad for Docherty because he played well against us, as we say, for Hamilton. He had a good bit of ability. That's why we obviously took a chance on buying him, because we thought he had something. But the problem for Docherty was he came into a Rangers side who were not a very good Rangers side. People in the past have come to a big club like Rangers, but they've had big players there already in the team. People who've been able to show you the ropes and who can lead by example. Older players with experience. Whether we didn't have that last season, we had a basket case of a team, a really poor side last season. And when maybe Docherty wasn't having his best of games, you're looking around for somebody who with an arm over your shoulder to sort of talk you through for advice and experience, and we didn't have that. So he came in, as I say, a weak Rangers side. So I would think if he can now learn under Gerrard, and Gerrard can bring him on, because he is a midfielder. That's what he was, experienced midfielder, as was Gary McAllister. If they can bring him on to a game and help his game, as I say, to make him a good player, I think that'd be great. We've just got to wait and see. It's too early to write him off yet.
Yeah, and he might not go in the park tonight. We don't know. Substitutions are always difficult. The manager's got to call it as he sees fit. You might get injuries in certain parts of the field and not go on. But look, I wish him all the best. I accept Bridges' point of view. But only time will tell how it pans out for Greg Docherty. Right, so the back four tonight, Flanagan playing on the right and playing on the left, right-footed. I think Murphy will be on the right, left with a right foot. Does that give anybody cause for concerns? Rudy Bear, then Cumbrian Bear.
Oh, no, I mean, for what I've seen of Flanagan so far, he's a competent left back, full back. He knows how to defend. He can play on either side, which is good. That's good. The fact that the boy can play on either side. I'm quite happy with Tav playing in the right back position. But Tav's got to keep his nut together as far as his defensive duties goes. He's got to remember that. And then he's bombing up the park at every single opportunity. So he's got to be mindful of his defensive duties. But as far as Flanagan being a right-footed player and playing on the left, no, I don't have any worries about that. And the same with Jamie Murphy either, because he's played there often enough. He knows how it works. I know he tends to cut in a lot, onto his right, You know, I don't really see that as much of a negative, to be honest, because he scored doing that, you know. I think he scored with 3 or 4 goals, doing that, coming in and cutting that on his right. So hopefully he'll do that tonight again. I don't have any worries about it, really, to be honest.
My only problem with that is that when the fullback does go by you, they'll tend to go inside you rather than outside you if you make the run. But, you know, splitting hairs and trying to play the perfect football match, you can do that when you're watching, you can't do that when you're playing. Cumbrian Bear.
Again, I couldn't argue with any of that, and it's up to Murphy to get back. To get yourself in the position to help this boy out.
Yeah, that's right, CB.
And it's up to when he does that, it's up to the boys in the middle of the park to play nice balls out to the wing again to Murphy or the other side, but whatever the case may be.
Can I just give a shout out to Ozzy Jair's wife who woke him up for the match? Well done, Ozzy Jair's wife. Carry on, Cumbrian.
Aye, you know what I mean? Once they've got to feed off each other, haven't they? It's like when you're playing yourself, you're depending on your muckers, aren't you? They've got to feed them. They've got to have that rapport between them all over the pitch. And that's what Stevie will do. That's how he played.
Mm-hmm. He was a team player. Ulster.
Do you know how he likes Steven Gerrard? He does see what we see.
Maybe it's because he's honest.
That's that.
Ulster, then obviously the Bridge.
No, I think Flanagan's more uncomfortable playing that. He's done that at the highest level in the English Premier League. He's played that position a few times, so I've no worries there, as has Murphy. But somebody made a good comment on Facebook that I would agree with. I think if he made the odd cross with his left, if he went out wide on the left and then did come on his right, maybe more often than that, because that's his foot, and had a few shots, maybe 1-2s and get a shot off, that would be okay. But I'd still like to see him try and learn a wee bit more of his left and add something different to his game, and maybe try and a few crosses in. I think that's the only thing we're missing there. But I agree with everybody else in Cumbrian as well. I think Murphy's going to have to do a lot of work tonight, both offensively and defensively. Then he's going to be asked, I think, to do a lot of work to help the fullbacks out.
Bridgman?
Yes, I agree with the boys. I think that I've got no fears about Flanagan, even although he's right-footed, and no fears about Murphy, even though he's right-footed. There are times when you wish Murphy played more in the middle than outside, you know, but I don't have any fears about them. I think they're really, really good players, and they fit in really well. And Murphy is going to be probably if not he's going to be one of the top scorers in our team. He's the one that makes his own chances sometimes. Really good player to have in your team. Providing he keeps going on it, I'm happy. Providing that happens. Flanagan, I think he's a fantastic defender. And I think that sometime or other, if we sell, Tavernier, or we move him forward, I think Flanagan will slip right in there at right back. No problem at all.
Is anybody else surprised that the boy Kent's come in so quickly? Maybe not knowing his teammates, and maybe at the expense of Candace, who some people would argue was my most consistent player last season. But if we're being honest, in the inside role that he was playing, he did look a fish out of water. Rudy Bear.
I'm surprised, to be honest. I think he just made it with the registration by the skin of his teeth, didn't he? So I am quite surprised. I'm not surprised to see him over there. You know, I think the whole experience thing for him, Steven Gerrard's obviously thought will take him. But then maybe he's had it in his mind, if we can get this registration thing sorted, we'll get him early and we'll get him in the team. I've watched him on YouTube. I know, you know, depending who you speak to or who you read or whatever, you know, fans for different teams have got different opinions on him. I like what I see of the boy. I saw him, I've watched him on YouTube, you know, and he looks very direct, pacey, direct. He doesn't mind taking players on, doesn't mind having a shot. He looks like he could cause teams problems, and I hope he does that tonight. But I am surprised. I'm surprised it's no Candace. But it's like you say, I mean, how bad was Candace in that sort of inside right position the last 2 games? You know, you might as well not even had him there. And maybe Steven Gerrard's way of thinking is this boy's, you know, pacey, direct, he'll cause problems, and that's why he's decided to give him the shirt tonight. You know, we can only hope, you know, Steven Gerrard's made the right decision. But I am a wee bit surprised, I have to say.
Bridgman and Ulster.
I think Candace, in my opinion, Candace is a wide right player, and he's
I agree.
He's proven that over the last number of months. I think the manager's been trying to fit him in to a particular role within a particular formation. And if you just imagine the manager watching this and saying, you know, can you play in that position? Aye. Okay, then there's two games for you. Go and prove it. And I'm afraid, because it's more of an inside right than an outside right, I think he's failing a wee bit. And he's sometimes like a wee fish out of water sometimes.
Bridge, can I ask you something? Do you think Steven Gerrard done that with Candace in the last two games because he's had this boy Ryan Kent in his mind to play in the outside right position?
Goodness, you know, you might be right, Rudy. I just don't know. I just think he sees a formation, and let's for saying sake say he wants to play 4-3-3. He doesn't see Candace as a full out right out in the right hand side, but he might see him as a midfielder and a right sided midfielder, if you follow what I mean. But he can't play out wide because he's going to break everything up. And you see, sometimes I say it's sometimes like a wee fish out of water. And even though he buzzes about and he gets himself involved a lot, he's sometimes out of position for the formation that the manager's trying to play. That's all I'm saying. So I see him as a wide right player and a very good wide right player for my money.
I see him as a hard-working wide right player who was consistently one of our better players last season, but that's not a great compliment, Ulster.
No, well, this is it. Probably in the Great Rangers side, you wouldn't have fancied him that much, but I think because we were that poor at times, we liked his effort. At least we looked at him coming off of some games and went, well, at least he tried. Do you know what I mean? He done some good stuff. He can cross the ball in. I think he had one of the best assists in the league last season. He whipped the ball in. He was good at doing that, but it's proved this season for me, well, these first few games, that he can't play the inside right position. It's just, he's a fish out of water. We've said that after the first game. Everybody agreed on that, and we've consistently said that. We thought maybe give him another game because it is his first time maybe trying that position. He's tried it again, and he was probably worse, to be honest. So I just don't think that position's for him. I'm still pretty surprised that he's put in young Kent. I thought he maybe would have went for a Doherty or somebody else because they're available to try them in there because they know the squad and the players. But to be fair to him, he's threw him in, and that's fantastic. And that proves to be that this is the way Stephen George is going to run things. If you're not doing the job, you'll not be in the team too long, which is good. I think that's the way to go. Freshens it up and makes everybody play for their position.
Cumbrian Bear.
Aye, this boy just got registered in time. What's his name again? Kent?
Clark.
What's his name? Clark Kent. Aye, that's super. Aye, well.
Super.
Well.
Brilliant.
I'll tell you this, all my years watching the Rangers, there is guys that come in, I've seen it happening, and they're gallus and they just fit in right away. And they did that no matter where they go. They just seem to get right in and they're liked by everybody right away. And I hope he's like that. I like gallus.
CB, did you see Ryan Kent's interview with Rangers TV?
No, I did not. I must have.
He didn't hold back when he was asked what kind of player he is. He says, I'm a kind of player that likes to attack. He says, I like to take people on. I like to have a shot at goal, he says, and hopefully I'm here to excite the Rangers fans. So the boy's got confidence. He was talking himself up, like, you know.
Shot at goal for a midfielder. Marvellous.
Can I cut across you all here? But I think we've been joined by our global ambassador. Evening, Al.
Yeah.
Evening, boy.
Even Big
How you
Al.
doing, mate? What's on your mind, big man?
I'm just having a drive to look. I'm glad of the changes. Disappointed that Morelos is playing, but I think the reason he's playing is we have no one else. I'm not that hooked on that young boy Kent. I think he comes across as a wee bit arrogant. We had a player like that before. I thought would have been better. He should have kept a hold of Cummins. Had him up front tonight. So I'm disappointed there. But
no for me. I like Jason Cummins. I liked his passion, but I didn't have it for me, mate. Too lightweight.
He scored more goals than Morelos when he was in the team right enough.
He might have done, mate, but
that's your opinion, like as you say, it's your opinion.
How are you doing? What else?
I'm starting to see Gerrard's team maybe come together.
Aye.
And hopefully that's him getting the team together for a league title challenge and ultimately a League One. The European thing will take care of itself as we go along the way. But
for me, it's all about that. It's all about the league. I don't care about the Scottish Cup, the League Cup. It's just the league for me. So know that, Mr. Gerrard. The pressure's on.
He'll listen to the archives tomorrow. Al. He'll know he's busy at the moment.
He can listen to them whenever he feels like it, but he certainly must be there to win the league. That's Europe will take care of itself. Everything else is a bonus. And we need to get into the sheep in the first game of the season. So hopefully this is him putting some team together. It's his team. We need a forward. Murphy needs to pull his socks up. I'm glad to see the young boy Dockery sitting on the bench tonight. He had a change of heart with the young fella.
Maybe, well, speculation was wrong, but maybe that he was giving him a wee jolt, Al.
Aye. I like the young boy. A lot of people like him. He's our player. He's not some other club's player that we're trying to make better and we get no benefit to it. So just keep it going for the Rangers, as the Bridgeman says, and I'll sign off and leave you there. It's good to there.
I am, Big Al. Hi, how are you, mate?
Hey, it's good to hear your dulcet tones, mate. I've been listening on the way home, so you look after yourself, Snowball.
Cheers, Charlie. You too.
Take care.
Big sherbet lemon there.
Take care.
Take care, Al. See you, bud. Yeah.
Anyway, lads, we've reached that time of the evening. We're going to get ready for the game, so we'll just quickly get around the panel. CB doesn't predict the score. He likes to keep it up his sleeve. He's never been rang yet. Rudy's gave his. Bridges gave his. Max gave his in the lobby. I think he's put up by a couple of goals lately. Ulster, how you seen it?
I don't know. All right, why not? 2-1 win. I'll go for it.
I hope you're right. And the last word, Bridgeman.
What can I say? What can I say? Have you got a call in? Sorry, pal.
Wait a minute. I think we have.
Right, I'll mute.
Oh, it's Kilmarnock in. On you go, Kilmarnock. Give your thoughts, mate.
+1 for the Bears tonight.
Yep.
I'm glad Kent's going. I think he'll be a star. Good to see Koulibaly. Good to see him make the changes after last week. So
big cojones he's done. He's big cojones.
Brilliant. Well happy with the changes. So
all right, mate. So you think we'll win, yeah?
I think so. Aye. Yep.
All right, mate.
At least.
Hopefully you're about after the show and we can have a better chat then, mate. After the game.
Yep.
All right, Bridgeman, give us a shout out. Cheers, Kilmarnock.
Can I just say to all the Rangers fans all over the world, and particularly Rangers fans on here on Rangers Radio, every single one of us, keep it going for the Rangers. Huge game for us tonight. Come on, the Rangers, get in there. Keep it going.
Here, this is Rangers Radio. We'll be back approximately 15 minutes after the final whistle. Take it away, Old School Blue.
We are the people who sing of victory until the football glory from Kilmarnock to Dundee. We follow Glasgow Rangers, our hearts are strong and true. We are the people who cheer the boys in blue. A goal, we're ready to acclaim. A goal, to win another game. We follow Glasgow Rangers, our hearts are strong and true. We are the people who cheer the boys in blue. When Rangers take the field, they'll follow on to triumph, for we know they'll never lose. And 60,000 voices will cheer the whole game through. We are the people who cheer the boys in blue. A goal, we're ready to acclaim. A goal, to win another game. We follow Glasgow Rangers, our hearts are strong and true. We are the people who cheer the boys in blue. We are the people